According to studies from the web page, world ranks women get better marks and better education than men do, and 57% of the university graduates in the labor market are women. Despite this statistic, do we consider women as important as men? To see if the fact is real or not, we have asked some teachers and students if they knew these two scientists, Albert Einstein and Hipalia de Alejandría.
Yes, of course, Albert Einstein, and well known about the relativity theory.
Yes, of course.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Hipalia de Alejandría. It must be a scientist, a kind of scientist or something.
No, I don't.
Yes, I know it.
And
There is a film about this old scientist, old philosopher.
Yes, of course.
No, I think it's the first time I hear this name.
As we can see, nearly no one knew who was Hipalia de Alejandría, but instead, they obviously know who was Albert Einstein. Why is this fact? Why, if Hipalia was as important as Einstein? Hipalia was the first woman scientist, and she helped to develop the mathematics.
To solve this doubt, we have asked to the expert Kakatuali.
First of all, schools should motivate their girl students to study science. It is said that the main reason of the problem is girls are self-confident. They do not think that they are capable of doing those activities like men. The society has always underestimated them. They have always think that men are related to science and girls into housing activities, for example. We can see this in the same school.
Here, in Santa Maria School, in 4th grade physics class, only 4 of the 18 students are girls. So they only represent the 22.22% of the class. The statistic increase in chemistry class. They are nearly the 15% of the class, specifically the 42.10% of the class. They are 8 girls of 19 students. In biology, it is similar. They represent the 42.85% of the class. They are 12 girls of 24 students. Although this, only the 30.10% of all the students of 4th grade are girls studying something related to science.
Another thing people could do is to program activities to show the schools that both genders are equal, that we both have the same capabilities to study, for example, science. We must show them from early ages that we must live in a society which both genders must be equal, but which isn't true nowadays. Finally, in some countries, there are lots of unisex schools. They think it is bad. Why is it bad? Because it motivates people and makes them think that boys should study in some way and girls in another one, which isn't true. And I think all the schools should be like this one, for both sexes. Why is it so? Because it motivates people and helps them to respect the other gender. And I think it's really good to do so at early ages. If all these points were applied, we would have more girls having studies, which will benefit the society, in a way that male and female will get the same salary. And another thing would be that we would have the gender gap closed, which is a really great problem that nowadays we have. If more girls studied, it is demonstrated that children would also have better studies, better jobs and better qualifications, which will benefit the nowadays society.
So, as we have been saying, women are as important as men. Even they get better marks and better education than men do. But they don't get as much merit. So, that's why we think that with the ideas given, we could make more equal the world.